your AZ Reload plug. I'm a realtor here in Arizona. I want to come on here and help answer and clear up and see if there are any questions regarding home ownership and getting pre-approved, any and all of that, and just go over what would help possibly those that are looking to buy feel more comfortable, okay, with the process, okay. um I know that the fear is, when you're used to something, you're in a comfort zone, you're not, you haven't experienced homeownership before. And, there is a fear because, especially, people are looking at the economy. Let's face it, the prices of things are going up, and people are feeling a sense of loss of security and peace of mind. But let me tell you, home ownership, being able to be a homeowner, that does give you that security and peace of mind. Okay. So having the fear, that's totally normal. That is totally normal. But it's my job, as my passion as your real estate agent, to be your advocate, to hold your hand, and to help guide you through that and navigate that process with you. Okay. So each and every step of the way, I'm going to be there. So we're going to move at your pace. So if you don't feel comfortable with something in the process, let me know, and, we'll pivot, you know. So rent does go up every year, okay? Most places, when you're renting, they're going to go up, okay? I don't care if you're renting a house, apartment, a townhome, a condo, whatever it is, rent is going to go up. So when people say, well, I don't want to pay taxes, insurance, and all of that with the home, I don't want to be responsible for that. But let me tell you something. Anytime something breaks, when you make that phone call to maintenance or to the property manager, to the landlord, guess what? They are looking at the numbers, okay? So that's when they factor in what they're going to pay. And also, they have taxes and insurance on that place that you're residing in. So they're likely going to build that cost in and roll that into your rent, okay? So it's very, very likely for that to happen, okay? Um, and obviously, took some notes here. Um, if you're looking at your monthly payments and you're thinking, you know, how could I even save for a house? If you're looking at that rent payment, guess what? I will tell you, if you look at what you're spending, it's a possible chance that, say if you decide you want to buy a house, start thinking about small things like cutting subscriptions, things that you don't really utilize. Go through your subscriptions, and I promise you, there are things that you don't use. Like, we just cut 3 apps that we realized we were not utilizing. And, every month those things add up. And obviously, at the end of the year and 2 years, they add up, because guess what? They go up every year too. All the apps go up. There's apps for everything, apps to watch the games, apps to for your music and all that. So how many music apps do you really need? Think about the free ones, or think about the ones that you're already using, and, work with that. Okay. Um, and I know when you're thinking about how much money you need to have down, you want to, once you're working on your credit, you don't have any late payments. Um, you want to get a hold of a lender. So, say you have a bank, look at your bank, and also possibly a real estate agent that maybe has a preferred lender, and have them, do a comparison. Don't lock yourself into just one choice. You want to price compare and rate shop, so you can get the best rate for you, okay? And also the best program, because you may qualify for down payment assistance, or the lender can let you know what you need to do to position yourself in the next couple months, few months out, to qualify, okay? And then when you're thinking about getting an inspection on a home, don't waive your inspection. So you have found your home. Once you get to that point, you want to have the inspection done. Don't waive the inspection. Now, the inspector may not catch everything, but they look at all the major stuff. They check for leaks, they check the pipes, they check the HVAC systems. They're going to check, they're going to be outside checking the gas. They're going to check water pressures. I mean, they do a termite inspection, they, all types of inspections. So, I mean, all the major things on your home are going to be checked in that inspection. So, definitely, most definitely. And that also, as a buyer, gives you leverage. So you could go to the seller and say, hey, you have this, that, and that that's broken, or this, that, and that that's old, and I'm going to have to replace it pretty soon. So, you know, is it possible you could offer, some concessions or something toward the repairs? So that's why you want to have a trusted real estate agent on your side, helping you navigate, that process. Okay. Um, and then don't move jobs right now. So if you're thinking about switching jobs and you also possibly want to get into a house, don't switch jobs just yet. Okay. And then also don't buy a car right now either. So any major purchases or major moves regarding your job, don't do that right now. Okay. If you are looking to be in a home in the next few months. Okay. Um, and then once you're in that home, you don't feel like you're going to be trapped. Don't think you're going to be trapped and tied to that home. You do have control. You can possibly rent it out if you decide this is not for me. And, obviously that's going to depend on the loan type. You could possibly sell it. Okay. Now, when it comes, or you can always say house hacking, because so many people are house hacking right now. They are renting out couple rooms, and that's income. And then sometimes, that's all you need is a room or two rented out. And then guess what, that takes care of your mortgage, your taxes. It may take care of some other bills you may have. So, you know being a homeowner has its benefits. Okay. It definitely has its perks. And then, all right. So I want to talk about getting like the windows. So say if you update your windows, you get the dual pane windows, the energy efficient home and everything like that. That's going to help reduce your electric bill. So I know people are afraid of electric bills, but from what I hear, those bills that people are renting from, the houses that you're renting, the apartments you're renting, they're up there. So don't think that that your bill's going to be so much more different unless you get into a huge house. But that's why you want to work with the real estate agent, because the realtor will be able to work with the seller to find out what are the bills looking like in that home. What do the bills normally run? Okay. So that's going to be something to explore there as well. um but just knowing that you have that peace of mind of them not raising your rent some crazy price, and then also not being able to tell you when to go, because I have so many people say, hey, the owner is now selling the house, or they're moving their family in the house, or a new property management has taken over the apartment, and now I have to reapply, I have to requalify, and that my income dropped, or whatever the case is. And or they're making you move because they want to renovate your unit, and you have to move to a unit that's already renovated, so that's already forcing your pockets up there. So um the possibilities are endless. Okay. So don't think that you're not good enough, don't think that you're not worthy and valuable enough to become a homeowner. Trust me, you deserve this. If that is what you want, you're worth it. Okay. um I have a few buyers that now even I'm working with, and they're not sure when they want to buy. Okay, so that is the thing. So let me tell you about manifestation, of how powerful it is, and I want to help you kind of get a feel for what it's like to put yourself in a new home. Okay, once you get pre-approved, you know your wants, your wishes, your must-haves, and your non-negotiables. You go out there and start looking at homes. You start walking through the homes. Okay. Then you start to really believe that this could possibly happen. So I have even had people, that were on a lease to move. And let me tell you, if you're still on a lease, you don't have to fulfill that lease. Okay. Now, read the terms of your lease. I'm not a lawyer. Read your lease, consult with a lawyer on your lease. But um, I have, seen it to where the lender can get your payment pushed back a couple months. So that will give you that money. Usually there's a break fee once you're breaking your lease. That'll put the money back in your pocket and that'll possibly help cover the break fee. Okay. And also, we're going to try to get some things covered. We're going to try to get some concessions for you and or buy down the rate. We're going to try to get you something that is going to help you to feel okay with breaking your lease. Okay. So don't feel tied and bound to that lease just because you're in it. Okay. So, yeah. Any questions? I'm just trying to see if anybody has any questions. I am on this live today because I wanted to hop on while I had the chance here tonight. And I'm really excited about the people that have chosen me to be their real estate agent. And what a pleasure, what a joy. And yes. So I don't think I see any questions on here, but feel free to text me at 480-251-3174. And you can also send me a DM. My information is in the bio there. I do have some helpful links in the bio if you have concerns with procrastination. We can always procrastinate and put things off for tomorrow, but why, So I would love to hear from you. I would love to, I don't know if this thing has got anything coming up, but I don't see it. But yeah, I would love, love, love to work with you. I am a licensed real estate agent here in the beautiful state of Arizona. Now, the weather here, if you're not here already, I have to tell you, is gorgeous. Okay. We had one hell of a summer. I'm not even going to lie. It was so hot. I feel like my balls were going to melt and I don't even have balls. So that's how hot it was. Like it was so hot. But with that, it's an even, what is it called? It's a, what is it, even exchange, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say, what the word is, but yeah, you suffer for a while and then this is what you get in return. So we get the beautiful days. You still have people that are outside swimming if they have a heater in their pool. You're out walking, jogging, there's no snow. Now if you do want the four seasons, I would say go up like Prescott, Flagstaff, go up to the high country. There are some people that want the four seasons. So if you're one of those, you can still get your four seasons. Um, but yes, I hope everyone has a fantastic, fabulous evening, night, morning, whatever time you catch this. But anyway, I just want to come on here. But check out my locks. Man, they're doing it. And I feel like this is the best style for Arizona because, boy, oh boy, it's the absolute best style for this place. Because I think we got up to almost 120 something this summer. Yeah, it was hot. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, for watching. And yeah, guess there's no questions. So I'm going to end this now. But yeah, but just be reassured that you, even if you don't choose me as your realtor, that's fine. I just want to make sure that you want someone that's honest, has integrity, and someone that's going to make time for you, respond and communicate with you, go to bat, negotiate, and all of the things. Okay. So, all right. Well, I'm shutting this down. Y'all be blessed and take care.